actually critique.
Is that everything? That's everything, right?
I didn't read this.
I did mine sort of different, so it's well, I've done the artists here, which is Matisse and the group of abstract artists. That's more the theme and how I'm working. So that's how I'm looking at this research. This crit is more literal, I suppose.
I like the smaller scale, like the boards. Kind of, it's like you move from. It seems more focused, and it kind of seems they look like pages from it, and so it's going to be easier to create a series of them, which will represent the journalistic qualities you want.
It also looks like you've gone from chaotic, or completely in utter chaos to controlled chaos.
Okay.
Yeah. You also do give me de Kooning vibes.
Exciting.
Yeah. Just like the colour palette.
So how do you, because you're documenting internal state,
Yes.
what's your criteria for the success or not of them? Or is it complete acceptance? I mean,
I think it's a bit like writing in a journal. You know, you write your feelings that day, and I mean, you can look back on it and remember how you felt that day, and you can go through that motion like we were talking about last time in the crit. And you just, it is acceptance, but at the same time, it sort of takes you back to a point where you can either grow from it or you can, you know, stay in that sort of mind space. And for me, it's definitely more an acceptance thing.
Now here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
There's a painter sitting in you
Oh, is there?
that will like something.
Yes.
If on a particular day you do some art making and you think, oh my god, I really think that's fabulous.
Mm-hmm. Well, these two were like that. I loved them on the day. And then afterwards I looked at them and I went, oh shit, it's far too much. There's just too much going on with them.
Oh, so this is what I'm getting at. So there's still, even though you're trying to describe an internal state,
Mm-hmm.
there's still critiquing going on from the painter legs
Yeah,
that lets it grow and change.
absolutely. Yeah, so it's gone from that to this. And then over to this, I've sort of tapered it down. Also, because emotionally I've come to acceptance, blah, blah, blah. But those, I was definitely in a bit of a mad state at the time. So it was a lot of rough movements, a lot of gruffness going on. And then, yeah, I think I'll just accept them for as they are.
Yeah.
Because realistically, yeah, the journaling process is you just accept that page as you've written it sort of thing.
So that's what I want to know.
Okay,
You
cool.
see what I was getting at?
Totally understand.
And I mean, it is conceivable then, now that there's a cockroach.
I know, don't look.
It's not crawling towards me.
Oh,
Right.
God.
It's dead, it's fine.
Ah, it's dead then.
So, it's conceivable that the painter may take over
Absolutely.
the not well person.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. And I'm constantly wanting to
Well,
rein it in and try and pretty it up and make it more visually accepting and visually like aesthetic. But I just need to let the process happen, and I've
so there is
there's a give and a take.
push and a pull
Yeah.
between those two.
Absolutely.
I guess what I've been thinking about is, like, as you the artist, you look at that and what goes into it is how you felt on that day, and that's like a visual reminder for
Representation.
you.
Yeah.
For me, like,
It's a different
the
story.
colour palettes are very similar.
Yeah.
This one's paler and more
Muted and
like
toned down.
refined
Yeah.
as far as like the chaotic marks, but because the colour palettes are really similar, like that's the part where I'm struggling to see the difference. if that makes sense, because for you, you've done them, you felt like, because I've also been doing my blobs, and then so I'm like, I look at that and I'm like, oh my god, that day, so that's what your experience. But as the viewer, like, is there like a way that you could do more dramatic colours or like a code, so then it's more easier to distinguish for the viewer? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there would be a way to do that. I think it would be
that's not
more.
what you're interested in. That's fine, but that's sort of like where my brain's going.
No, I totally understand where you're coming from.
How can I tell black and whitely that this is a shitter day for you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're all abstract. So yeah, it's hard to.
Colours like you do handwriting.
Depending on Megs, the artist, and how she chooses to talk about this work in public, say your exhibition statement, you may not divulge all that information.
Yeah, maybe it's not any of our business either.
You might just put this forward as a series of works. So
True.
it's entirely over to the artist whether they...
How much they give over.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy the fact that you guys get to experience them with fresh eyes and can read them and interpret them the way you want to.
Yeah, I don't have to just be like, Max is having a bad day.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why I really enjoy the whole abstract expressionism thing, because it really is a personal journey, and everyone will have a different journey with each different piece.
Yeah.
And they'll see different things. I mean, I see in that one a guy running and a guy jumping. And I feel quite a vibe with that. But
and I guess I'm coming from what I was doing and where my logic sat with what I was doing, which is different from what you're doing.
yeah.
So, it's all just like depends on
On the viewer. Yeah, absolutely.
the artist and what they want you to know.
Yeah, like I get a sense of satisfaction to be able to get it out of me,
Yeah.
and that it will be viewed as a different emotion than what I was feeling at the time.
Yeah. Makes sense.
This one here looks like Japanese.
Yeah, that one.
Asemic writing or calligraphy, that's in there too somewhere.
To me, those two look like chaotic war. In terms of, I don't know why, but they look like you've made weapons to me. Because for the one on the right, it looks like a scythe.
Yeah,
and then the one on the left, on the top bit, I can see a battle horn and a musket.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like
Very interesting.
And a pickaxe at the bottom. So
I
it really
see
looks
it.
like to me that you're just like
Reenacting Minecraft?
not really that, just going to war with the painting itself.
Yeah.
Hence why the chaoticness works well with it. Because you think of those weapons or war in general as chaos. So you're essentially having a war within your mind, so it kind of works in that way.
Very cool, thank you.
Those actually remind me of witch brooms. I don't know why.
I love it. Somebody's told me they've thought of Wolverine claws.
Yes, Wolverine claws.
Music.
Play-Doh squeezes.
Hammer and see.
Torches.
What I like from what I'm hearing is that, you'll practice is able to respond to a situation that you find yourself in, that it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah. Well, I don't sleep a lot. Like when I do, I take like 2-hour naps. It's driving me insane. Literally. And so I'm up half the night, and what else are you going to do? Just lie there awake in bed, or can you be productive? And I'd rather be a bit more productive, and I don't feel like cleaning the house, but I want to be creative, so if I get the vacuum out, the kids will wake up and then shit's over.
Did you hang that one up there, Max?
Yeah.
To me that one looks like tears, like
Aw.
inky tears.
That was the drop cloth part to one of these paintings.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I see tears.
I feel sad now.
Have you looked at the Apollonian versus the Dionysian?
No.
Because that relates a lot to the abstract expressionists that you mentioned, like Elaine de Kooning, F. Clint, Pollock, and there's another one. But it's what I did my essay on last year, and it could really relate to what you're doing.
Oh, that's super helpful. Thank
Because
you.
the Dionysian is about kind of the chaotic masculine energies, all of that, and then the Apollonian is kind of neat and formed and all of that, and it's based on the archetypes of the gods. That's why it's named how it is.
Yep.
But I
Those two
can-
brothers you're referring to, is that what you're saying? From what you
Yeah,
wrote?
yeah. Yeah, I also gave it to Juju. I like to give
Said
that.
the same thing with Murray.
Yes, it helps.
So there is also a way of talking about a kind of a push and pull of energies within
Yeah.
which
It
maybe
could-
is a good way.
It could be
Yeah.
a way to
the
talk.
forces.
Yeah, and it could be a way to discuss it.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to dive into.
That whole personal realm.
That
Yeah, because they
person.
did start out being that masculine and feminine energy. Like the backgrounds are really pretty, feminine, like watercolours and stuff, and then the big bold lines were very masculine. And that's how it started, but it's turned into a different sort of journey for me, and it's turned into more of that journaling process, and
I'll just send you my essay.
that'll be great.
All right. Are you happy with
I'm happy with that. That's great. Thank you so much.
that?